guys. Obviously I just released a video of me attempting to get my knife edge hair whittling sharp, and obviously I didn't quite get there. I actually filmed that video a couple of weeks ago and I've been working on it since then. I've just sort of pre-scheduled my releases a ways in advance. So any progress that I make on it, I'll keep you guys posted. Now, I think I've been wondering, what is the issue that's keeping my edge from getting hair whittling? Is it the steel's grain structure? Is it the fact that D2 has too big of carbides? Am I pressing too hard? Is it a pressure thing? Michael Christie says things like you may have crushed your apex if you press too hard, and so I don't know, maybe I learned on Japanese whetstones and I didn't have a coarser stone to actually reprofile the edges, so I had to push quite hard to form edges, and I think I've made like a little bit of a bad habit. Usually I get the kinks out when I'm balancing the edge, but I think I may be pressing a bit too hard. So on this knife that you saw I sharpened, I took the edge angle down to about 12.5 degrees to see if the angle is the primary thing that's keeping it from hair whittling. And as you see in the video, I couldn't capture it, but it's just taking these micro pieces of hair off. And upon further inspection of the edge, I think that I made it into a bit too much of a head game, and I was trying so hard to keep that angle consistent. I was like micro adjusting, and I think I actually rounded it and didn't keep the angle consistent. And I think I also pressed a bit too hard, and I think I also may have overstropped, because in sharpening experiences since then, I've got closer to hair whittling where it will cut like just a couple millimeters of curl of hair off before it breaks off. So I went on to test another knife, and I actually took this little Gerber LST probably down to about 6 or 7 degrees. The thing is half edge, to see really if the angle was the thing. And this one, I ran into some similar problems, and this is where I started to realize, you know, I may be using a bit too much pressure for hair whittling, and I may be rounding the apex. Now, I think in edge retention, that actually might lead to a longer lasting edge, having it slightly rounded. I don't know about pressing too hard. I don't know what effect that might have on edge retention. So I'm learning a lot of stuff. But in some of my normal knives, since then, I've sort of relaxed and not tried to stress about the angle so much, and like taken more of like a zen approach, and I've got my angles a lot more consistent and actually had really close to hair whittling results. I sharpened this guy last night at a normal edge angle, probably 16, 17 degrees, I would guess. And this is a Victorinox steel. And it was beginning to catch into the hair and pull little tiny, probably 3 millimeter curls off, but then it would break and wisp off. And so I think I still have a ways to go. I'll keep you guys posted, and hopefully by the time this video airs, I'll be able to follow it up quickly with another video of my first truly successful hair whittling edge, which combines all these things. But I've discovered it's not a thing of grain structure. It's not just because of the D2, because I've tried it on 420HC, which is a tiny grain structure, and it didn't fix the problem. It's not necessarily a thing of angle, because I've taken it down to 12 degrees and then down to 6 degrees, and I'm still not quite getting the results. And I'm coming to discover that my equipment maybe is not making it easy, because some of the Spyderco ceramic stones and the 3M lapping film is actually producing better results quicker in terms of just making it easier to get a burr off and keep that angle really smooth and consistent for my style of sharpening. But what I'm coming down to realizing is that consistency and kind of keeping that angle completely flat, but not by like stressing and micromanaging, but kind of like hearing the sound of it, feeling the contact, is really actually producing better results. And then I'm really having to lighten up on my touch. I really am having to just coast the edge over the stone really lightly, and then do more passes to achieve that apex. So I'm getting really close. I'll keep you guys posted. Thanks for being in it with me. And for now, I'll say peace out from the Home Slice.